Hello and welcome back to episode 2 of my mighty MEOWING Northern Provinces of Cathay gameplay. So yeah, we just have played the first round. We have won a battle. We captured Nanli. We fought an army, and our caravan made some progress. Yes, here it is. So yeah, let's see what this round awaits us. So here they tell us to capture the snake gate, and in return we will receive an amazing item: enemy hero action success chance, wound recovery times, melee defense, and winds of magic power reserve capacity plus 10. It's a good item. It's an armor, so it gives us armor. I know, very, very straightforward. The melee defense is a good stat. Armor doesn't really matter. We have 70 as MEOWING, so 12 more or less is not that great. But what's important is the wound recovery time, if we should ever die. And so legendary lords, so MEOWING, can never fully die, except for the entire faction gets destroyed. So wound recovery time reduces the time she's basically in the hospital. And the Winds of Magic is actually good. It increases the capacity by 10. So yeah, but all in all, it's a good item. It's a really good item, but not amazing. So we have constructed our training camp, which means I can destroy the one in Nangal, in our capital, because our capital is going to provide us with much better buildings. We have upgraded, or we upgrade our pottery maker. So now basically whenever we are going to trade with people, we are going to be able to trade more pottery. So at the moment we can trade 20, before we could trade 30. So we can here see trade plus 322. Let's quickly check into our trade menu. I don't really know where it is. Maybe here. No, actually it should be at finances, right? Would make sense. Where's my finance? Can I open this? Yes, here, my treasury. Trade. So we trade here exports. We get 100 extra basically from trading with them. So instead of 62 and 60, we get 162 and 160 with land trade, which is great. So we are going to keep doing that and snowball our income. So we also have finished our infantry. So now we have really a strong front line together with the peasants. Now the big strategic question is, do we move to destroy the secessionists here and maybe aim for the Snake Gate? Because Pomei, the city here, I think it is, yeah, is a really nice city to have. So could be worth it. On the other hand, don't forget, we really want to annoy our brother. I'm going to be very careful with what I'm saying in the future, because memes are being made out of it. No, we are going to fuck over our brother, clearly. So we want to take Shanyang from him before he escapes the desert and has a foothold here. So we love our brother, no issues, but we don't want him to be a powerful neighbor. So let's see if we can actually recruit a second general. Recruit lord. So all these here are basically the lords from the caravans you've seen before. They are very cheap, but they're really bad also. What we are interested in is either celestial generals, which I always like to recruit for the big bastions, or like armies which have purely garrison function, because they're really, really great at defending. And what we look for is the dragon blood Chugan guns. They are women and they have dragon blood. So they have dragon abilities, which is very, very cool. So what about Jikao? Let's see. I always mix them up. There's one who has the power of Yin, Bound Plague, Bound Spirit. Nah, that's the wrong one. That was super stupid. That was super stupid. So I actually want the other one, the other general. But I don't think that I can recruit a new general now. No. So what we need is the lore of Yang, because the lore of Yang has the dragon breath, exactly. And I love the dragon breath. It's a super strong ability. So what we're going to do is just keep the lord here for recruitment purposes. We're going to recruit an army. Yes, I think the best is just to build up some frontline first. And then she is going to be sent south. Meanwhile, MEOWING, with her main army, is going to basically take out the western provinces. The eastern one, yeah, west is in this direction. Okay, let's see. So it's going to be, again, a very easy battle, but we fight it because we do not want our men, even if they are peasants, to die unnecessarily. Right? So we are just going to fight that battle. So the greater strategy of this campaign, since we play on very hard, is going to be to build a foothold as big and as fast as possible. Because if we take too much time to build up our power, we will really struggle against the AI and its AI advantages, because they are just gonna spam armies, produce armies, and send them towards us. Especially like the Skaven, which is like a red faction, basically. Really annoying to play against. And if we don't swarm them with better trained units quickly, then they take over the entire map. So this is something we really want to avoid. The ogres we are more or less fine with. Always depends on the strategic situation. But usually they're super big, fat, and slow. And this is perfect against MEOWING's army because we have a lot of guns. We basically have gunpowder. We have cannons. We have muskets, shotguns. It's really easy to play against them. But Skaven are a bit annoying and tricky because every bullet is basically wasted on them. They're just rats, you know, and makes it really hard. So this is why we could also take our time, you know, like develop our economy first, just fully focus on economic build-up, not wasting too much money on army. But yeah, I think it makes sense to build a second army as quick as possible and to steal resources from my brother as fast as possible. Okay, this is again going to be a very unfair fight, but it is what it is. Sorry. Usually, or later on, I will show you some cool tactics and strategies how to position your army, but at the moment it's literally just like, let's kill them all and watch. So it's way too easy at the beginning. Again, we focus first on the archers. We can put them a bit like this. So Cathay profits from yin and yang. You can see some units, or all of my units actually, have like this yin and yang symbol. And this is basically when melee and ranged troops are close to each other, in each other's circle, and then they buff each other, which is super cool. MEOWING goes in like crazy. And we have this explosion now, the crackle blaze. So let's see what it does. I'm curious. Oh, that's cool. And she goes in diving. Okay, destroy them all. Okay, we shoot on these. You shoot on these. Ignore. The most important are the melee units. Sorry, the ranged units. Was a good hit. Perfect. Okay, now we can focus some other units. The peasants fighting each other. if you want. Like, they're so weak, I don't even mind sending in my alchemist, which is a mage. So here we're going to turn it to a dragon because it's cool. Look at this. And suddenly we are a dragon. How cool is that? And they can't focus me anymore because I'm flying. This is a problem though. No, it's not perfect. Okay. So they were decimated. We're gonna reposition our units here. We should take care of this. Where's our alchemist here? Gonna place another attack. So the thing is, once you're a dragon... Oh, I can still cast abilities, that's super cool. But I can't heal anymore. Like, my mage spells are gone, but I can still use items. So that's very cool. And I'm just gonna transform back, because the thing is, being a dragon makes you really tall, and then everyone can easily focus you. And we want to heal up. So right now, since we didn't make them flee all at the same time, it makes the battle a bit messy, because their psychologies are just wavering one after another instead of all together. We do not need to kill them all because we are taking the settlement. They can't run anyways. So, well fought, soldiers. We have made 0 losses. I'm actually surprised. I'm really surprised, because the peasants were fighting in melee against the other peasants, I think these ones, and our archers were shooting in the back. So I was really thinking some of our peasants would have died, but apparently all my archers are snipers and all my peasants are incredible war heroes. So very proud of you guys. We didn't lose a single soul, and they lost half their army, 400 men, and we only let them live because we're so graceful. Else we could have killed them all, run them down with spells, and okay, maybe not all, but most of them. Aren't we just so merciful? Okay, see you after the loading screen. Okay, we gained another rank. We made 1,300 experience, 400 gold. It's good. We conquered the city, we occupied, as always. And we have a Jade Sculptor, which gives us +3 for Jade Warriors and Jade Warriors with halberds, which is great. But we don't really need it because we are not going to... Okay, and it reduces the costs of Jade Warriors. So what we're gonna do, since she's just recruiting them, we are going to send... Look, this is also ingenious. We have our lords, see... and we are going to give her the Jade Sculptor, because recruiting Jade Warriors with her will give them +3 experience ranks, and MEOWING doesn't need it right now. So but we're going to keep the Swordmaster, because the -8% for the Jade Warriors, which we already have in our army, will be reduced. So their costs will be reduced, which is also great. So let's skill up. Now we go for the power of Yin gives the enemy around MEOWING -10% speed and -15 armor, which is huge. And you will receive an increased Searing Doom. I have to say, I also really like the item of MEOWING, the, how was it called, Crackle Blaze. Crackle Blaze was really cool. The ability was super strong against weaker units without armor. So, we are in a new province, so the good thing is we do not compete with our general here for recruitment postings, and right now we are... Why can't we recruit 3? That's great. We're going to recruit 3 peasant archers, because other than the peasant long spearmen, the peasant archer is actually good. I mean, They aren't great, but they shoot missiles, and missiles at the end kill people. And long spearmen are just not good at defending, not good at attacking. They are kind of okayish against charge attacks and cavalry, but also not very long. And I see that our population is really unhappy, but I think this is okay because of the difficulty, collected income. Yeah, probably the province instability. So we will have to go for control later. But that's good. At the moment, we are just going to recruit. The people must suffer in order that we have a strong military. Okay. Good. Wang Chang gives us iron. So what we're going to do is we demolish this building in order to build an iron mine. Because, again, we want to boost our trade. And talking about trade, we're going to see in diplomacy.
I was not informed of this encounter.
So this is my brother, as you can see, Zhao Ming, the Iron Dragon. And I'm MEOWING, the Storm Dragon. And yeah, he's neutral, not very happy with me, but he wants to trade with me, which is, again, a little bit extra money, and he's even willing to pay me. He thinks of me as a very reliable ally. He thinks I'm strength rank 28 in the world. He's 31 in the world. And here we know a bit about his traits. He's an aggressive one. He's a caravan master, just like me. He likes to send caravans around the world. He likes to defend the Great Bastion, just like me. But he's aggressive, belligerent, and warmongering. Their armies reach far with little regard for defense. So that's my little brother, you know. Just always aggressive without looking out for his defenses. But yeah, we're going to abuse that. But this is also why we need to be fast, because if we wait too long, Shangyang, or he is also another city, might fall to him before we have the opportunity to strike. So that's it for the second round. Let's see what happens during the third. So let's see. End of second round. Our caravan is moving with this 1,000 gold loaded. Let's hope that it's doing fine. So far looks good. So it's traveling through the mountains of the ogres, the ogre mountains here on my west. They are usually fine, but yeah, we actually did well. Okay, I think we can just keep going since the second round wasn't that long. Or at how many minutes are we like now? Built an iron mine. The iron mine also gives us... Yeah, perfect. That's great. We take that.
Lord of Yin and Yang.
Okay, it didn't work out. She didn't get the rank upgrade, but my god, it happens. Probably I should have waited around for the Jade Sculptor. But what we're gonna do is kick her, replace for a young... Do we want a young dragon-blooded Shugengun? No, we take a martial artist. Let's go.
Lord reporting.
Exactly, that's you. Dragon Breath, perfect. We want that. So, and we will give her a name. Zhudeng. Let's call her Kazu Mi. Our first lord. She's it's her job to defend, or to defend exactly the southern provinces, totally not to conquer them. We're going to move out a little bit so that we're still in the province, but we already have overview. So we take one more front line and then we just spam archers.
Ready to defend.
Ready to defend. Okay. And we can already attack the terracotta graveyard. So now the question is, shall we? Because if we do, there might be a bad surprise for us. There might be some Zinj having broken through, but we have to check this out. So we are going to build an army facility we're going to build the Nangao Forge, because then we can build grenadiers and gunners, which is really strong. The grenadiers, I don't know too much. They are pretty new. I think they're super low ranged. But I think it's our best bet. Cavalry, we really don't need. All cavalry units are like kind of mediocre. I mean, the great Longma riders, in the end, they are not bad because they're flying, but also not the best. Economy buildings we don't really need, and the special building we can only build at the very end. So we are just going to go with the forge, but we are missing a bit of money, so let's plunder. This battle might be a bit more challenging, if I remember correctly. Not even. Yeah, okay, there are 2 armies now. A lot of men, but just peasants. Just peasants, except for 2 Jade warriors, peasant horsemen, peasant archers, peasant infantry. Even the Hao Tao is a peasant, in my eyes at least. But we have a Pyrrhic victory, which means the casualties are going to be very high, and the victory not as, how to say, decisive if we do not fight it ourselves. So let's show our generals how we would fight it, and then we show them what a Pyrrhic victory is, because this is for sure not going to be one. So he has around 800 here, around 800 years, around 1,600, maybe 2,000 men against our army of 800, I think it was. We have some more now, so maybe 1,000 against 2,000 men. Let's show then. And here we are. This is a big battle. We are going to... By the way, guys, I'm super tired today. Like, I'm moving to Japan tomorrow, basically. So tomorrow company is coming, picking up all my stuff, including my computer and everything. And I was just working the whole day. So if my commentary is a bit stupid, then please excuse me. But it is still enough to beat these peasants. So we are going to use the geographic advantage of this river, which is going to slow down enemy attacks, because in water you're just slower. They will not go over the bridge. That's just like fancy looking. They don't know the concept of a bridge. They will just walk everywhere. The problem is they have a little bit of the upper hand. So let's examine their army. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 peasant archers. We have less. So they have the upper hand in ranged units. So what we are going to do is we are going to place our army, which is quality-wise higher than theirs, into the brushes here, into the forest. Being in the forest makes shooting out of it pretty easy. Like these guys, if they had arrows, it would be super easy to just shoot out. But shoot into it, they would hit a lot of trees. So it will give us a pretty nice edge in our ranged combat abilities, which means if their archers try to take out our archers in a 1v1, it will be very difficult for them because we have the protection of the forest. They might have the high ground, but they have to go down to meet us. And yeah, I think that's a pretty valid strategy. We just have to be a bit careful. MEOWING is probably not going to be focused much, since their archers are not going to focus any heavy unit, which is smart from them. Let's just make sure that our units are all ready. We are going to turn a bit around because the enemy cavalry is coming here. Let's go. We focus first with our artillery, whatever we can, and once we can choose.
Today, as on all days, we shall smite it.
Really nice speech, MEOWING. I love her. She's so tsundere. You know, she's like, I hate everyone, I'm always angry. That's amazing. A true dragon. Okay. We're going to turn a little bit, because he will be kind of a choke point. Okay, now we have to focus. We have to create a choke point, basically. The cavalry here is not really an issue, I'd say. We're going to put our crossbows here. And we're going to force. Let's make a troop. Troop 2. Just actually not posing. As long as they don't get in our backs, we are fine here. But that's exactly what they're trying. But our infantry got them. That's fine. Never mind. Half of our infantry got them. But we do not worry. We just keep fighting. We shoot into the choke points. We have a cracker blaze. Let's put it here. And now comes exactly to play what I told you before. Forest battles versus forest battles. We just focus their archers, and once the archers are gone, we have a really easy time because we are forest protected and our infantry is just much better. Okay, here's a breakthrough of enemy infantry. We block it. More than easy. Let me just break because I want all my units to maintain formation and not run away. That's good. Okay, MEOWING is still in battle here. Everything looks good. Do we have a choke point somewhere? Yes, we do. Let's watch this. This is gonna be fun. That's what you get for fighting MEOWING. Okay, battle looks really, really good. We have almost smitten their entire army already. So let's just finish them off. Here, you see, this is why peasants, horsemen are so bad. Like, they cycle charge into our... okay, poop rows flying. They cycle charge like crazy into our infantry, but our infantry is basically not taking any damage. Like, they lost one guy so far, and this is like the third charge they're doing, and they lost half their life. It's like they're really useless cavalry. These guys are basically the only ones standing, since they are also hidden in here. So let's use our mage to do a spell on them. Let's wait here. Okay. And then we should really be fine, I guess. Yeah, this looks good. Okay, we create a stable front line. Actually, we can just charge into their backs, since the cavalry has to recover right now. Here we have just some micromanagement to do. So the peasant archers here have the lowest range, so we just leave them on auto fire. You know, they should just shoot at whatever comes into range. The ones with the longer ranges, we can focus on the archers, which are just recovering right now. These ones are about to flee, but I think it's better to shoot at these. So let's take the junk to shoot at these, and then at these. They are going to charge again, but you see also the peasants here, it's 2 units against 1, and they lost 2 guys, and these lost around 10, and these lost around 80. So it's really a tough battle for them. Our front line is just so much better. And yeah, this battle looks really, really bad for them. Do we have another crackle blaze or something? No, but we can heal. Do we need to heal anything? Maybe heal our front line a bit. So let's do that. Okay, now they're actually charging into the crossbows. But that's still okay. Come on. Give them another rain. I think now almost everyone is fleeing, not including the cavalry, so let's just make sure. Yeah, the cavalry is much smarter, I have to say, than they used to be. They really like circling us. Okay, now they have Jade Warriors coming in, so it's going to be a bit messy. MEOWING just tanking everything. Do we have another spell? Nice. Jade Warrior crossbows are actually enough to fight this. This is good. MEOWING is tanking everything here. Crazy. Another crackle blaze. Maybe that will finish them off. The cavalry is finally fleeing because we told our elite unit to shoot at them. So finally. Warrior crossbows. Okay, let's push up our front line a little bit so that we get some room to maneuver, because here they need to be finished. Here. Long battle. But they're looking so good at the moment. They don't stand a chance. Yeah, now I think they falter. That's it. And we don't even need to run them down again. Maybe we heal up a bit. No need. Oh, you could wait a bit. No need. We don't wait. Great victory. So we lost 21 and the enemy lost around 1,500. So yeah, that was actually a really, really, really good fight. Our junk, of course, was performing. Our elite archers did really good damage. Our archers in general, but also I have to say the Jade warriors, most of them. Like this flank was really not busy. MEOWING did some nice damage. Everyone contributes to the fight, really nice. And we only lost 21 soldiers to 1,500. That's like absolutely insane. But two reasons. First of all, we used geography to perfection. So we placed our archers in the forest, so their archers weren't able to do much. And then we used our units especially to snipe out their damage dealers. And then their units were just really bad. Like they were just shit. They had only peasants. And these guys, you remember, they were charging so often into my archers, even into the back line, and they killed 3. They killed 3. It's like, poor guys, they really tried their hardest, but yeah, what can you do? And Tao is probably not going to be promoted in quite a while for, yeah, losing 1,500. He came with 1,900 men to face 1,100 of ours, so yeah, that's pretty cringe, if I'm honest. But yeah, what can you do? So yeah, on another note, my IKEA delivery should be coming today, but it's not coming. It's just not arriving, and it's 8 p.m. already. So I really hope it's arriving soon, because tomorrow the company is coming to pick up everything, the moving company, and then they will send it on a cargo ship, and this cargo ship is going to take 2 months to go to Japan. It's crazy. Okay, here we are. Decisive victory. So nothing Pyrrhic or anything. We gained the rank. We occupy the settlement. We got the money now for our forgery, weapon forge. Nangal forge, exactly. So let's promote the queen. We go with Life Bloom. Gives her a passive ability that whenever she uses a spell, come on, I hate this. Thank you. For 4 seconds, we heal basically, 0.2% of our life. Whenever we do this all around the map, so all of our units heal 0.2% of their health whenever MEOWING casts a spell, which is going to be much more in the future. Okay, we're going to increase the Searing Doom, which is just the best ability of this mage. It's just the very first. We have taken the Terracotta Graveyard, and we're going to keep going with our recipe of success, which is just spamming archers. We do not need the coral to build peasant horsemen, so we just keep going. This looks good, and we are, I think, at the end of round 3. Let's just check if anyone wants to trade with us. No one wants to trade with us. So yeah, we fought 2 nice battles. We conquered 3 provinces in 2 rounds, and in 3 rounds actually, and we're about to open a second front in 2 or 3 rounds with Kazumi. So hopefully she will not fail, because she's gonna have a really tough task. She's young and inexperienced, and MEOWING is like super battle hardened already. and she might encounter my brother and the Skaven and a lot more. So yeah, let's just hope it all works out. So far, so good. The Empire is rising. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and see you in turn 4. Bye bye.